finally, Pfizer and BioNTech had two interesting news events this week. They're testing the vaccine in pregnant women in a clinical trial, and then they submitted stability data to the FDA so it can their vaccine can be stored at -25 to -15 degrees Celsius. That's basically their standard freezer. And they showed that it was stable for 2 weeks at that temperature. So you wouldn't have to have it on dry ice or in the big -80 degree cooler freezers. Which one do you think is going to have a bigger impact on sales, the pregnant women or the stability?
I would go with the, if assuming everything goes well, the ability to vaccinate pregnant women would probably be the bigger financial catalyst there. I was trying to look, I was curious about this. I mean, how many women are pregnant at any given time in the US? And the best data I could find was around 6 million. So around 6 million pregnancies in the US. If you did some back of the envelope calculations, 6 million times 2 doses times, say, $20 a dose, that's around $240 million potential market in the US. Obviously, Pfizer wouldn't get all of that, but that's, you know, not an insignificant amount of a market to go after. If you expand our horizons to the entire world, the best data I could find, I'm not sure how reliable this is, but roughly 148 million pregnancies at any given point in time globally. So that's a much larger potential market. Again, Pfizer wouldn't be able to get all of that market, but I think that's a bigger financial opportunity. I'm unsure what the sales impact might be on the new storage requirement. It's obviously good news for Pfizer, but I don't think it will have any impact this year necessarily because they're already selling all the doses they can make. But maybe going forward, it'll give them a slight advantage. I do think they're going to come out with more news probably later this year that will address some of the ultra cold storage requirements even more effectively. But picking between those two, I would say the ability to vaccinate pregnant women is the bigger deal for Pfizer.
Yeah, I would agree. Although, I mean, I think that the storage is probably going to be helpful in competing on the long term with Moderna, because I think that it'll give the ability to give the shots in pharmacies, which don't necessarily have a -80 degree freezer, but almost certainly have a regular normal freezer, because they're storing other drugs that way. And so I think that the stability for 2 weeks there will be enough time to, with proper planning, for pharmacies to be able to give the Pfizer vaccine. So I think that's a big long term. I think that's probably shouldn't be underestimated on the ability to compete with Moderna having the ability to store in the freezers.
Yeah.